and then I'm gonna eat dinner, and then maybe later I'll do something else.
I like how I open the recording, and the first thing Chris says is that I'm gonna eat dinner.
Food is a useful ingredient. If you do not eat, if you are currently not eating, I highly recommend you seek a healthcare professional to assist you with that problem.
Ryan, do you have any expertise to back that statement up? Or are you just pulling that out of your ass? You think you need food to survive?
Listen, I'm not a doctor,
You fucking
but
idiot.
I think people need food and
I
water.
wish you were,
I think
'cause
that's
I am
what
dying.
they say.
I wish you were a
no.
doctor, because I'm dying. No.
Oh no.
Just kidding, I'm alive.
In space.
For the very first time. Oh no, that's I feel so alive. Anyway. I think I could fly. I think that you.
Coming out. I want the world to know.
So let me tell you, Ryan, about the greatest gimmick in wrestling history. Dolph Ziggler coming out, trashing fans because they like people who flashy entrances, and then doing entrances of other people to troll the fans. If
Does
there
he do
was
his
a
own
gimmick
music, or does he do their
that
music?
fit their music, if there and their costumes and everything, if there was a gimmick that fit Kyle Snow as a wrestler, that is it.
Oh, it's so true.
It really does sync that up that Kyle really is Dolph Ziggler.
Hey guys, I'm here to show the world, okay?
He's got some talent.
Are you ready for the dark pale of that though, Kyle? Dolph Ziggler's never going to be a main eventer. What does that say about Kyle Snow?
He was that one time when like everybody else was injured, okay?
He was not a main eventer. No, he still wasn't a main eventer.
That's like saying Jack Swagger was that one time. No, he wasn't.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan,
Sparrow.
we would have said the same thing about Jinder Mahal.
I want this guy Sparrow. Come here. No.
I love how you just like bombard him for the
We
Sparrow.
would have once said the same thing about Jinder Mahal, wouldn't we, Ryan?
He's still not a main eventer. Having the title does not make one a main eventer.
Exotic.
Yeah, I just seen it. Okay. But look at this guy's voice. Hello.
Third shot in burst does high damage. Kills with this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate. That's pretty good. Explosive rounds hide other targets.
See, part of me really wants to take the sub, but I actually really do not like the. I'm not a huge fan of the perks on it.
Therefore, you shall be my assistant. Go.
Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna take the pulse rifle.
But I really want the sub.
I'm taking the submachine gun.
This does look pretty cool.
Cause I'm a baller. Like that, they say. I got Dano.
Yeah, right. Baller, that's the word I would use for you.
Does that mean I should take the hand cannons so we all different ones?
No, you can take whatever the fuck you want, Chris. Come on.
This guy's voice is pretty great.
I'm way too big of a fan of the sub.
Okay.
I can't.
I took this up.
We've got the choice between doing the Red War campaign mission, or we can run some of the adventures.
Let's do the mission.
Oh god, this sub
we're here. Let's get this door going.
Oh,
I know, right?
Brian, have you shot it?
Look at the barrel. It's got like 3 bullets. Like, look at it.
Oh. I'm looking at yours while you look at mine.
Okay, hold on. We need to shoot each other.
I'll show you yours if you show you mine.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it has more than one barrel, right? It like spins.
Let me see.
Right? Or is there just one tucked in there deep?
It's one barrel with 3 fucking
like spears coming out of it or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So cool.
Alright, boys.
We're doing the mission, right? The story? Yeah.
You also find it weird how many exotics they give. Is that do you guys like that? Or would you rather be like legendaries and have to make exotics?
From my understanding, there's still exotic quests for some of the harder ones that just rando drop when you get to higher levels, I think. Because I saw some people complaining about it. Like one person tried to... let's just say this person was being a little hyperbolic when they were saying that... that you had to go cash it in at your grandmother and then go bring it back. Like they started like adding really obtuse, non-real quest requirements, and I'm just like, they're normally not that high. He's like, you got to do like 20 different things before the exotic unlocks, and I was trying to remember how it worked in Destiny 1, and I was like, I don't think it was that ridiculous. I think it was just like go to a place and kill specific enemies with this weapon, right? And then it was like, then go to another place and turn this in with someone, and then come back and do like another quick thing. Like it wasn't really like things you wouldn't already be doing playing Destiny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just happen to be doing it with that gun. It's not like you were doing them specific for that gun.
Are we doing? What are we doing, by the way?
Mission.
The story, and I think, yeah.
Well, I gotta track this.
Nobody has a better clear direction of what to do in Destiny 2 than us, as our stream has clearly proved. The speaker himself would say that. If he were here,
we haven't
but I
seen
think
him
he's
in a
been
while, but we
abducted.
have no idea where he is.
Say where
Wait,
is he?
Ryan! Come
Oh.
on. Spoilers.
Just ruined
It's funny.
the whole game.
You guys don't know this, but the speaker is actually Captain America's uncle.
What?
Yeah.
Now you're spoiling Infinity War for us too? Really?
Yeah, that's going to be the reveal at the end. The speaker's going to show up, and then all the heroes are going to get connected with the Traveler. That's the only way they could beat Thanos, you see.
And then the MCU is just gonna be like, all the fans are gonna be like, I don't know what's going on, and then we're all
Yeah.
gonna be in the theater like, fucking
Well, once they're connected with the
Thanos!
Traveler, we all know that they can respawn. So, a respawning Thor? What are you going to do then, Thanos?
Turn him into Lego.
Shit, that would be cool. Oh man, that would be crazy if he could. That would be a great bit in that movie if they did that. If he just turns everyone into Legos, Lego universe for a bit. Oh man, Kyle, don't set it false expectations. That won't be fulfilled.
I mean, Chris Pratt's gonna be in the movie.
Warner's
so...
owns Lego, so there's no way that'll happen. That'll definitely be copyright if they do that.
No, they probably wouldn't notice. It's not like anybody who works at Warner's gonna go see
No,
that.
they'll turn them into the fake Lego. What are they called? Sticks or something? Links?
Do you
I
wanna
don't.
do
There's a
this
name
event?
for them. Yeah, sure. Let's do the event.
Some
Connects. There you go.
levels there.
They turn them into
I had
plush
no idea
toys.
what
That's
you were
what
talking
happens.
about until you said sticks, and then I started thinking about them.
Yeah, I knew it had a, you know, and ended in an X.
Yeah, because it was the 90s.
Everything
Trying to be edgy.
did.
It was
Extreme.
free edgy 5 me.
Wop 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 wop. 90s music. Oh, that thing looks cool. Oh, we got Taken again here. I think Chris, yeah, Chris is going to the event, Kyle.
Yeah, so am I. Where are you? Ryan!
The event's over here. Where are you guys?
I was at the event.
It moved.
Oh, you guys
I
kept
think.
going forward. Yeah. Kyle! Yeah, that's right. Says Ryan to the guy closer to the objective. Sheesh.
Yeah,
I'm
by
gonna get triggered now
accident.
because you used my name. Pretty soon there's gonna be no words you can greet me with because they'll trigger me. So you better.
I'm gonna be like, hey, and you're gonna be like, fuck you.
dude, that's offensive in Hawaiian.
I'm gonna say, I
I
don't
watched
care.
the guy say that and then get shot. You can't say that to anyone. Did you guys know that the new season of South Park starts today?
I didn't.
Or airs
What
today,
season
yeah.
are they in? Like 23 or some shit?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they're keeping some continuity, but they're kind of ditching some of the Trump jokes in favor for more jokes about the radical right. We saw some stuff about that, how they were like,
The radical
know.
right, or are they switching to the left?
it feels like they were just kind of like they're not focusing on Trump specifically. Like in the
Oh,
previous
okay, but
season, there was Mr. Garrison was basically Trump. Now it seems like they're focusing more on like the trailer just showed like a bit where there was a bunch of right and left protesters at like a podium and they're like yelling and screaming and they were kind of talking about that whole everything that happened in Charlotte, right? That's where it happened, right?
Charlottesville, yeah.
Yeah. He will not divide us. Turns out that statement is really wrong.
Hey man, just the beef.
The beast in the east?
No, the beef, like Shia.
Oh. Where's the beef at?
His last name is LaBeouf.
Ah, LaBeef. No, but I wasn't asking. Oh, I see what happened. You thought I was asking where the beef was at.
Yes.
I was
Is that
using
what
that one catchphrase in Miami Vice. Where's the beef?
Ah.
You know-
Did you
you
say
know.
Miami Vice?
Yeah, I said it like I wasn't from this country.
Oh no, I'm nowhere near that event. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get the chest now. I just died.
Take that, Taken.
Oh, Chris.
I mean, I got killed by a yellow, so.
Did I do that right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do? get mad at someone when they're behind.
Not mad. Jesus, Ryan.
Oh, how was
First
that
of all,
behind?
Yeah.
Not behind. When Chris dies randomly, absolutely though.
A joke.
Oh, I just realized this pulse rifle's not as good as my...
Yeah, the exotic actually isn't better from a damage perspective. But it has all them sweet perks.
I mean, the perk's okay.
Alright, let's do this. Objective! Where we headed?
Good,
Because
got the
we
other
built
chest.
this city for rock and roll.
That is
I'll
such a
take
strange
that
song.
second chest.
It's a what? A strange song?
Yes.
What is
Look at
what
the
what
war
about
my
it is
fault.
strange to you?
That song? I go back and forth between whether I like it and whether I don't all the time.
Oh. What is merit? Let's give the pros and cons for you. What do you like about it?
So, I don't know because I can't really quantify this one.
Whoa. Okay, do you know what you don't like about it?
No, it's not like I like this and not this. It's like sometimes I like parts and sometimes I don't. And I don't know why.
I wonder if it's maybe just that it's one of those songs that's exceptionally popular to the point where everyone in public conception's pretty much heard it. So everyone knows what the chorus sounds like. And it's one of those typical popular songs that has a very catchy chorus that is common.
Oh yeah, like, it's catchy as fuck.
That it's easily repeatable. And it could just depend on your mood, how regularly you've heard it lately.
Well, no, it doesn't come up
During
very
the
often,
recent
right?
time I sang it just now, was it a time you hated it or liked it?
I don't know, Ryan. With your singing, I was into it.
I mean, I could ruin the greatest of songs. Let's be real.
Oh, man, I was into it.
So, I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer.
We'll use a
Hey, man.
part of an interplanetary defense network to scan the Almighty.
It's okay. You can always sing in front of me.
That's,
It's not scary,
you know,
is it, Alex?
I'm not gonna respond to that
Singing.
question because, that comment.
No,
that
it was
wasn't
a
question.
It was a troll. Alex,
was a
Alex
question.
wouldn't sing in front of me until literally the day we got engaged, and it was like the hardest thing for her in the world. It was kind of adorable though.
It's like she too embarrassed.
Yeah, she doesn't sing in front of anybody except for her sister apparently.
Ah, okay.
And like I've heard her sing twice. She's like Will Ferrell's character in Step Brothers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that reference. Sorry.
That's okay, Ryan. Pop the hobgoblin.
But I'll take your word for it,
Yeah.
and I'll say that was probably a really good analogy.
Lumberjack. 500 miles to give me my seed.
Yeah. Sometimes you just feel like shooting your gun in the air and dumping.
Shooting your gun in the air and dumping.
Like dumping your bullets into the, like what's his name
Okay.
did in Hot Fuzz, and it's a Bad Boys thing, just
No, that was
you
Point
just
Break.
shoot
That
into
wasn't
the
Bad
air.
Boys.
Good.
I thought, oh, you're right, it was. I thought it was Bad Boys.
No, Bad Boys was everything else. And it wasn't Bad Boys, Ryan. It was Bad Boys 2. You ain't never seen Bad Boys 2?
Apparently there might be a sequel to that. They don't know yet.
What,
They're
to Hot
trying
Fuzz?
to make one. No, to Bad Boys 2. There'll be a third. They are hoping.
Oh, okay. I'm dead.
But it keeps, the rumors keep going off and on whether it's actually in production. It's like, oh, there's a script, there's a director, and it's coming, and then it's like, oh no,
They're
now
like,
there's
"Do we really
someone
wanna
pulled
make
out
more
or
movies
people are
with Martin
busy.
Lawrence?
I think the people want it to happen. I don't know if Will Smith does though.
Well, who cares what
Will Smith post Bad Boys is a very different actor and person than pre.
I mean, that's true.
You know how we were talking. I don't know if we've ever talked on stream about this, but I know we've talked about it, Chris, about like the
Fucking
Matthew
Christ.
McConaughey, like how he's gone like post.
All right.
Post like just doing rom-coms with his shirt off to like taking his career more seriously, and how kind of that's a good career move. Do you think like Will Smith might have the reverse effect of that, where I feel like he's done way too many serious things? It feels like that's all he'll do, and maybe he needs to loosen up a little bit.
I don't know,
No.
Ryan. Did you ever see that movie he did with his kid? That wasn't
I think
particularly.
I've seen too much of both of his type. Like I've seen too much Fresh Prince and.
You see, you kind of maybe think he's the type of actor that needs to take a breather,
Power going, but the drill is still in our way.
Maybe I don't know.
or try
actually think he's
roles
really-
in general that
I
he
think
never
he's
has
really
taken. Like,
good in some. Well, I think he's done that though. Like Suicide Squad to me
I guess that is a superhero thing. And during his phase of literally only taking really silly, pretty serious roles, like he did Hancock, but that was obviously a commentary on superhero as much as it was its own superhero thing, right?
Yeah. Arguably better than Suicide Squad, though.
I disagree.
I don't think Hancock's particularly good, but I also
you
really
like
dislike
Hancock as you like Suicide Squad better than Hancock the movie we're talking about. Like obviously his role in it, I'll agree with you that I actually like Will Smith in Suicide Squad.
I really disliked Hancock a lot.
Okay.
You should hire a translator.
A lot of people I know I talk to, like I'm not like a Hancock like fanboy, but I did know a lot of people who thought that Hancock tried too hard to be social commentary on superhero culture.
Yeah.
That it just
It
wasn't doing it for him.
Bateman was pretty good, right?
Yeah, that ultimately why I end up siding with that film is I'm a really big Bateman fan. But yeah. I think Hancock was one of Will Smith's actually worst roles. I'm not a big fan of his role. I really liked him in I Am Legend, though, the movie that some people did not like.
Oh, yeah. I think people dislike that movie for the wrong reason in a lot of cases.
Is this a scannable object? Yeah. You just got to get on the right side of it, yeah. Yeah. So, like, I don't know, but I do think that Will Smith has taken too many roles that are like, I'm playing a very respected, intelligent person. And there's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. He is a very respected, decently intelligent person, right? It's just, I feel like at a certain point, they're trying to set their own image in society by that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that kind of bugs me. It's like, you know what? Go be a stoner or something. Go do something really outside your realm for a role. Like,
was he not nominated for an Oscar this past Academy Awards?
I think he was, yeah.
Like he's still doing. Like you think of him, I think he is one of the more polarizing actors in terms of his performance. There are movies where he is really, really bad, in my opinion, and then he just will pull out one of those, in my opinion, Oscar contending performances. I've never there's very for me, most of the guys who usually get nominated for those things like Denzel, I don't really you rarely ever see a bad role. Like
True,
Tom Hanks,
but I actually compare Denzel differently than I would Will Smith, because if you look at Denzel's rap sheet of movies, Denzel's just as likely to take a ultra-violent, rated-R, non-Oscar serious action movie just because he thinks it's badass as to take an Oscar-winning movie. Sam Jackson's very much the same way. That dude has no problem playing Mace Windu or Nick Fury, just as he has no problem being the guy in a serious acting role. Whereas I kind of feel like even in the movies Will Smith is bad in, like After Earth, he's still playing a role that is a Will Smith role. Like, which kind of bugs me. Like, you're right, Suicide Squad is a little different, but think of his character in Suicide Squad. His character, like the actual comic book character of Deadshot, is less Will Smith than the Suicide Squad character they do. He had to have a serious arc that was redeeming and narratively. Like, don't get me wrong, that arc is good in Suicide Squad, and I thought it worked well for the character, but I still think that that's kind of a Will Smith role. Like, I would like to see him do something like what Gary Oldman and the rest of them do. Just play everything. Go be the old mentor. Be literally every role under the sun. You know what I mean? Like, and I kind of feel like he doesn't do that.
Fucks up.
And I'm not saying I think he should do that, Chris, because I actually think he has the acting chops to pull it off.
Nice work. Let's find that override.
But I mean, maybe he's starting to take things in that role. Who knows, right?
Guys. I'm not sure where it is, but.
He's certainly, obviously, he's certainly not the type of actor who I would immediately call typecast. I don't think that's the case. But I do think his creative control over his own projects has led him in a direction that has a little more patterns than I'd like, versus my traditional, my actors, my traditional character actors. Like, I don't think it's fair to call Will Smith a character actor, right? Even though he's not typecasted, I don't think he's a character actor either.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think this is sending a message.
But I don't think that's due to a talent issue. Like you're saying, Chris, a lot of people seem to question his talent in some cases, right?
Guys, I'm very confused.
Yeah, I don't know where to go.
How do I get back to where you are?
What movie, do you find there's a Will Smith movie you dislike?
Yeah,
like a role, not a movie, but like his role.
Yeah,
I think Hancock's his worst performance for me. But what is your default? I think Will Smith was bad in this.
You ever see Hitch?
I was gonna say Hitch and After Earth are the two that come to mind most.
I haven't seen After Earth,
I never watched After Earth.
It's
Neither have I,
literally
but-
like a 0 out of 5 for me.
Wow.
Yeah,
His
that is
son's
wild.
awful, don't get me wrong, but like Will's not much better than it.
Was his son the
Son
same
better
person
or
who
worse
was
than he
in
was in
Creed
Karate
as well?
Kid?
No, what? No, that's Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, who's in Creed? Yeah, okay.
No, his son's not that old.
His son sucks at acting.
His son's just famous
Guy in Creed's
for
actually
saying
a
really
great
weird
actor.
shit on Twitter.
I couldn't remember if they were the same person or not. My apologies. His son's like Jada, right? Jada.
Jaden. Jada is
Yeah.
his wife.
He was the one who was also doing the "He Will Not Divide Us" thing, if I remember correctly, with Shia. Yeah, he's one of those.
He was
He's
in
a- he's-
the Karate Kid remake with where they
He's a
didn't do
crazy
karate.
celebrity.
It was Jaden also in Pursuit of Happiness? I thought that was Will.
I think he
It
might have
wasn't
been
both
young
of
at that time though, like not teenager, like 10 or something.
I don't know. Alex, look that shit up, please. Thank you. I'm glad. He played the son. Okay, he was in Pursuit of
Okay.
Happiness. Where the
How old
fuck
was
are we
he?
supposed to go, guys? How old was he? How old was he?
When he per se, yeah, how old is he?
11 years
Yeah,
old?
okay.
How old is
So he was, yeah, he's like a teenager now. Like he's like 20 or 19 or something.
He's older than that.
Guys, I'm very lost. So he would have been what, 8 then?
Yeah, so he would have been a kid. So that movie's a lot easier for him to get a passable role because he's young enough that it's like, come on. As much as we all think that some of the kid actors in Harry Potter did okay, kid actors are generally not required to show as much range as
Yeah.
real
None of them
actors.
were
No
stealing the show
offense
from
to
my...
kid actors.
Wow, you can't say real actors. None of them were had quite the range of my boy Gary Oldman.
Listen, I'm one of those people who do believe that Gary Oldman is the best living actor, but that's
I think he's
do
fucking
believe that.
fantastic. You know who else is really good? I mean, was really good because he's dead now. John fucking Hurt.
Yeah, John Hurt was really good.
It
Chris,
sounds
what
like-
is your, if you were to say best living
it's like
actor?
someone's whispering in there.
Best or the one I enjoy the most?
Yeah.
You can get both.
Both.
Like if they're not the same.
Oh, I assume they're not the same.
Are we going to see Rasputin?
Mine aren't
I
the
think-
same.
Or is this some other
Depending on
war?
how you categorize it, Daniel Day-Lewis is up there for me in terms of best
Yeah.
quality acting.
I believe he's been
Um,
removed on Earth ever since
However,
his
in
dad
terms of
was-
ones I enjoy the most, ever since Django, DiCaprio's been probably the one.
The drill's on.
I still haven't
I
even
didn't-
seen the one that everyone loves with him in the Wild
Wolf of Wall
Revenant.
Street?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fantastic.
Of course, I've seen Wolf on Wall Street. That's not
It's
no.
fantastic, in my opinion. But
The Wolf
I
on
haven't
Wall
seen
Street,
that
Kyle.
one, but-
I love Wolf on Wall Street's a fantastic movie, but I was in the camp that thought that DiCaprio did not deserve the best Oscar for that.
no, he didn't.
Oh, really?
Not in that
But that was
role.
just- he was a strong hero,
How
wasn't
many, Kyle? How many
in mind.
Scorsese movies have you seen?
I don't know.
Even ignoring that, right? He didn't. He hasn't seen the guy who won. He didn't see. So
Yes, but I'm just like, have you seen Casino?
No.
Goodfellas?
Nope.
Okay, so this was the case from a lot of people. Most people didn't like Scorsese movies because most people aren't into Italian mob stuff. So
I think
when
I
they
would
finally
enjoy them, I
watched
just
Wolf on
haven't
Wall
seen
Street, like I'm not saying you fall into that camp, but when they finally saw Wolf on Wall Street, which is a Scorsese movie they would see, everyone gave all the praise to DiCaprio. That is DiCaprio's greatness in that movie is a byproduct of the fact that that's a Scorsese movie. If you were to watch those other movies, you'd be like, oh, they very much do the exact same thing, like they're identical almost, just with a different skin.
yeah, don't get me wrong. He was solid. Like he was good in it.
Oh,
but,
yeah, absolutely.
But the guy who won, I believe, was that not the year that
McConaughey won, yeah.
Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
No, but I mean,
that's-
to be fair,
That was
I think there
also
were multiple
McConaughey's
times-
coming out party, as far as I'm concerned. That was him officially declaring, I'm here. I'm
that and
Will
Mud
Smith
for
level
me.
now.
there have also been times where like DiCaprio has had chances at Oscars where in slightly weaker years they would have taken it, like Inception.
Ikora.
I really.
That's another, again, it's,
Oh, that's not where you're supposed to go.
with the exception of Ledger, no actor in a Christopher Nolan movie deserved Best Actor. For any category, with the exception of Ledger. because the acting has all been a team effort. It's been a really great team, with the exception of Ledger. Ledger was the clear standout in The Dark Knight, but most of Nolan's movies, I always feel it's a very good, like I feel like Nolan gets the best of his actors, plural, not there's in a performance that's carrying this film that, like I feel it's kind of like MVP, Kyle, sometimes with best actor.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say, that sounds like the argument you make for MVP a lot.
To be honest, it doesn't necessarily mean like a guy wasn't great in it. I mean, like in Interstellar, I think McConaughey was fantastic, but
even the standout performer. But that movie had a lot of standout performers.
It did. It really did. Yeah. And here's the thing: is that at the end of the day, with Dallas Buyers Club, I mean, anyone that's watched it, you might prefer Wolf of Wall Street as a movie, but there's no way.
Yeah, to me, no question. Both Leto and McConaughey were the right choices. They commanded the screen that entire film. They were
guys
both.
Don't jump in the middle, eh?
Yeah. I found where you're supposed to actually jump.
They were both literally high-quality actors, as far as I'm concerned.
Ignore Asher.
Although Kyle is not a Leto fan, reportedly.
Oh, Jared Leto?
Well, to be
Not
fair,
a big fan.
To be fair, he hasn't seen his two best roles, so.
True.
It's like not being a McConaughey fan when you haven't seen Dallas Buyers Club.
Or True
Mud,
Detective.
for example. Or True Detective, exactly. Worth seeing Mud, by the way. Like, really good.
Mud's good. I've seen it. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, I mean, once you see, like, to me, Leto's got, between Requiem for a Dream and Dallas Buyers Club, there's two movies that are worth seeing.
Have you seen Gangs of New York, Kyle? That's another Scorsese that has DiCaprio. That if you've seen that, like if you've seen Scorsese's body of work, the entirety of Wolf on Wall Street isn't the cultural hit that you think it is. It's the equivalent of the Fight Club thing when people first watch that as their first serious, like, mind-altering movie, and they go, oh, this is the best thing, this changed my life. And then they start to broaden their horizon and realize that it's just kind of the frivolous first step into that type thing. Wolf on Wall Street is a very good movie, don't get me wrong. It's not the exact equivalent of Fight Club, but I don't think it's even comes close to Scorsese's best work. Not even close. Like it's in my top like 10. No. But Fight Club was just one of those mind-altering movies that a lot of people, when they first see it, credited as being this highly intelligent, and like that was kind of the cultural reception of Wolf on Wall Street when it came out. And I do credit that to just a lot of people who hadn't been interested in the source material of Scorsese's works previously. Because if you were, you would see that Scorsese's been doing movies like Wolf on Wall Street for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's not that there's anything wrong with them. They're great. They're great. They're great fucking things. It's just, I still like. I mean, I will ultimately say Goodfellas is probably the start to finish best Scorsese film. Like technically, my bias for him though is Casino. I will not.
Reconnecting to the Warmind network.
I'm the most connected to that movie, but I kind of accredit that to like the Oblivion factor. That was like the first Scorsese movie I fell in love with.
The Departed was also great.
The only reason I put Casino over
actor?
Departed, but man, Departed's my number 2.
Yeah.
But I think structurally Goodfellas is better than any movie that he's created. Goodfellas is his godfather in my opinion. But I think part of that is just you can see references to Goodfellas in every other movie he's made, including The Departed. Like, that is the architect that has built his career, in my opinion, Goodfellas is.
I need to be picked up, boys.
Or sorry, the architecture, I should say, not the architect. Have you seen Goodfellas, Chris? I think you have, right? You haven't seen Casino.
Nope.
Oh, you haven't seen Goodfellas? Oh, wow.
They're both on my list.
Goodfellas was just one of those movies at the time that a lot of people didn't want to watch because, for whatever reason, like the Italian mob phase just wasn't, like, for some people that skin just isn't really popular. Like, I've always loved that skin, but like for some reason, like that's just been a skin that not a lot of people seem to dig. Like, maybe it's just too violent. Like, maybe that was part of the issue.
I can always get down with that stuff. Holy
like
shit,
it's weird too because like nowadays I feel like that, like the cultural phenomenon that was the Italian mob setting is like what proved as inspiration for like so many popular things. Like, I even think Sons of Anarchy falls into that realm to a degree, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It definitely does. Especially with all the interactions between different
factions, yeah. like even watching Sopranos, it clearly takes, like, it references how, you know, the Italian stereotype post The Godfather, post Goodfellas, etc. I don't even remember who directed The Godfather, honestly. I know that wasn't a Scorsese stuff.
Godfather?
Yeah.
It was, Sir's last name should just see. Corzola? I don't think Corzola, maybe? Oh, that's gonna bother me.
The Taken here.
Frankie Corzola?
Fuck this guy. There we go.
I don't know. I find it's really cool when you watch things. Like, obviously, most people would try to say watch things in order, but I actually think there's some awesome history to learn when you watch things in odder orders, because you can then see how certain things, like seeing something you really like, and then seeing something older that people accredit, like, oh, this is kind of where this started, and then seeing how that influenced it and stuff, and go, hey, that's actually kind of neat. I can see, you know, the inspirations and the influences, and
yeah,
retrospectively.
Oh, boys.
Here we go. Was there a chest at the end of that mission?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Hey,
good.
what?
Is he? I think they're talking on the phone. Why else would he be in the same room as?
Shh, the speaker might be here.
No, the speaker wouldn't be there.
Devotion.
Oh my God.
Sacrifice. Death.
Death. Explain.
Devotion inspires bravery.
That is Bill Nye. Holy shit.
Inspires sacrifice.
It's always been, even in the first game.
Sacrifice leads to death.
I don't know. Speaker wasn't that important in the first game, right?
So, feel free to kill yourself.
Shit.
Damn.
What do you think about that, Darth Bane? Suck it.
Darth Bane? He kind of is Darth Bane. Strawberries.
As is custom,
diet would be ruined without
I
fiber.
was cast aside and left for dead.
Light. We all need
I was
light.
taken in by an old scholar himself, disgraced.
Shit.
Who saw in me something.
So he was taken away by Palpatine. We got it. Or Liam Neeson, because he's Bane as
Hell
well.
yeah,
We got it.
Yeah.
We got the references.
Me,
Yep.
and in return, I would become a vehicle for his
Oh my God.
Okay, so Darth
He's
Bane
literally
literally
Bane.
is you.
failed him that failed itself. Rejection, ridicule, torment. It made me stronger.
This scene's fucking great.
I gave everything to win not just acceptance,
Loyalty.
but glory.
Oh.
Oh, okay, Dan Riker. Jesus.
Beneath my mask, Speaker, is the face of devotion and sacrifice.
And Tom
I
Hardy.
will not take the light by force. To do so would be to admit failure.
Oh, he's gonna win the light.
I never fail.
Shit, that's kind of interesting. Well, you should challenge us then. We'll give you the light if you beat us.
You see why I will be chosen.
Shit, he's not the Taken. He's the Chosen. He doesn't take.
I see all that you have done.
Our operation on the Jovian moon was a success. Once the cage is
Man, these aliens look so
we will
freaky.
have everything
I know I said it
we need
before, but
to begin the process
it's like
of
they're like the
extracting
thinner
the
cousins of Jabba the Hutt.
Dominus,
Yeah, a little bit.
everything we've worked for is here, for the taking.
We
All
don't
that
take.
remains
For the
is
Taken.
your word.
King.
No. This
He doesn't want to
is
take
the
things.
way,
Yeah.
old friend.
Mad respect, boy. I got respect for the Darth Bane.
The only way.
Not for me.
You guys think
So
that this secondary nonsense guy is gonna turn on him afterwards? Be like, you were going crazy, dude.
Maybe.